Hello there, and welcome to the African Chorister. My name is Joseph Njoroge, and I am a choral conductor and a choral director of a choir in Nairobi. And as I've mentioned before, I help people who are complete beginners. I want them to play piano during Mass. I want them to play the organ during Mass. Because the notes can be quite hard, I write out reduced organ parts so that they can be able to play confidently and accompany the choir. And of course, do this while using the proper technique. So in this session, we will be looking through MISA FADHILI, the Kyrie of MISA FADHILI. And I already have the melody written out. So this is the beginning, the call, usually by the tenors or the sopranos, depending on the choir. And then, so this is where they answer. So this will only be one stave when I'm done. And then now from here is where you have parts. And then of course it repeats depending on the lyrics. So right here, most of you know that I like dealing with the bass first, because the bass is the home of the harmony. So we have to get the bass right. So for that reason, usually the bass is, that's wrong. Usually the bass is just good. So we have B and C slurred, and then they have a rest, and then no, they don't have a rest. I was looking at the wrong place, sorry. So here they have sort of a color with a B. I'll just write the bass as it is in the original music, and then we'll deal with any changes from there. So we have a D, and then the cadence, that's the cadence to the fifth. And then this sort of repeats itself. So starts with a G, and then B, C. Actually, I can just copy this. If I copy that and put that there, it just saves me a lot of time because it's the same thing. And then here it changes, perfect cadence, D. And then for the first writing repeat, we have slur that, and then here we have a perfect cadence. They can either do the on the top. Okay, now because it's length, I want the top. I don't want too much heavy bass sound. So ideally what we have right now, the tempo is not correct, but good. And I've noticed something. This repeat comes back here. So here's a repeat with that there, and then see that. Now I'll put a second. Most of you know that for beginners, I like the melody being heard. It has to be clear for the choir where we are and what we're actually doing. So I like having two notes on the left hand and just the melody on the right hand. So I don't put too much on the right hand, and I will put this as the second voice. What? This has to do that, and then that has to do that. I don't know why it didn't turn. Come on, miss 4 people. Yeah, and then now we deal with the tenor. Let's just see whether we need actually. I'm just looking to see whether there are different So I'm just thinking, if I prolong this, if I just do a long B on that, that's not what they sing, but it will sound da. We already have an A there. Let's make this an exercise for being able to do octaves, because you'll have an octave with a B there, and then that's the right note. That's actually what they sing. And then so we'll have D. They should be able to play that. Da, da. Then a long note, just a long B. It should be a D. That's the wrong note. And then 1. Then here, what they sing is da 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 da. No. It should be a B. No, they won't be able to do the E because they can't be able to change. Da, da, da. Actually, at this point, I'd just like to remove the tenor because it's just too hard for them. Then return the bass. No, just make this 5. So that's a C. Actually, I can have a G, a long G there, so that we steady the chord. Yeah, we can have the suspension here. And then of course they have a rest of that. And that's pretty much it. Of course, in the last note, and that is as simple as I'll get it. Let's just stop. If you don't know this, I just want to remove the hide the empty stubs, then click that, then do that, so that it's just the melody at the very top. And then that nicely spaced. Let me just add a tempo so that it sounds decent. 80 should be good. So for beginners, that should be okay. What is supposed to happen? This is not supposed to be there. Good. Next, most of you know that we're dealing with the fingering and text fingering. Off. I start with finger 4. 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Da, da, 4 4, just like a scale, then 5. Oh, 4 3 2. And then thumb bounder, finger 1. Da, da, da. Of course, that should be 3, that will be 2. Yeah, this is first position. So, oops, what have I done? This should be 5 4 3 4 2. This should be easy. 1. Da, 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 da. Actually, you know what? At the bottom here, I won't put any fingerings. No, what has just happened? Okay, this should be 5 4. I don't know what happened there. And then 3, and then 4, and then 2, and then I'll stop. And then down there, they should be able to figure that out. Next most important is the base. That should be thumb. So we have finger number 1. No. No, it's actually, yeah, it's 1. No. What just happened? What are these fingerings? Okay, anyway, that should be 1. And then 2. So that, why is it like that? I actually don't know why it's there. Oh, come on, Misco. That should be finger 1 and 2. And then that should be finger 5 4. That should be finger 1 and then finger 1 and 5. Oh, am I the one who's writing these things? Probably. That should be 1. That should be 2. Then that should be 1. That should be 5. No, that should be 1. That should be 3. That should be 1. That should be 4. Oh, there's an E there. That's a tricky one. We can leave it there and then star it. Okay, so this will still remain on 1. And then that should be 5. Now this should be right hand. No. Right hand finger 1. Then that should be finger number 5, of course. it will be a bit tricky, but it will be an octave. That's the easiest thing. 1 and 5. Then this more or less repeats. So finger 1, finger 2, this one I'll write for them because it's a bit difficult. And then 1, and then 5, and then 3, 2, 1, 3, 4. I'm thinking 3, 4, 1, 5. What is that? That's 1. That's 5. That's 2. Actually, I'm just feeling that this slaw is not in the right place. Yeah, let's not slow it. Okay, so make this one. Oh, come on. So that should be finger 1, of course, and then that will be finger 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and that should be 3, and then that should be 5, and that's simple, and that's done. So this is how it sounds like. Good. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much for logging in. Please do consider subscribing and liking the video. If you want a copy of the music sheet, you can find it in the description right after this live stream has ended. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.